Hello everybody, how are you? Okay, so if you can't guess already, what I want to talk to you today, about today is extended range guitars and why you should consider them. I mean, you might say, oh, but 6 strings is enough for me and what have you, but it's a question of like understanding like the modern game and like where the music's going. If you're into like more progressive stuff, it also helps. It actually gives you like a bit more range. But I think we'll get into that. So I mean, I picked these up recently. Got good prices on them both. I'll tell you why, but I think we'll start with this one. So I'll put this one down. Right, so, oh gosh, they are heavy actually. That's the other thing. Not just like for heavy music, but heavy guitar. Right. So, yeah. So this is an Ibanez. It's a 7-string. I think it's part of the Iron Label series. It's got EMG pickups. As you can probably tell, it's got like this quilt top on it, which is probably a veneer. It's a kill switch here. Yeah, so the EMG pickups. Fixed bridge. It's ash body, bolt-on neck, which looks to be like a 3-piece. And it's got like this ebony fingerboard. Now, as far as I know, this guitar is out of production, which is why I managed to pick it up so cheaply. I've seen them in red as well, you know, same sort of quilt top and what have you. But now I did have a set, as you may, if you've been following the channel for a while, I did have another Ibanez 7-string, and that had like the fan frets on it, but for some reason I wasn't getting on with it that well. So this one showed up, and I'm just finding it a lot easier to play. So I'll give you some sounds with this one, and then we go from there. So let's see. Pretty useful having that kill switch, although it can be confusing because you think it's a pickup selector. Three-way blade switch. You can't tap the pickups. That might be an issue. You can neck pickup sounds quite good. Okay, so getting back on topic. I mean, I like this one. The fact it hasn't got any inlays on it, I think it just looks cool. It's got this abalone binding around it as well. So so when it's dark and the light shines on it, it just gives you like this this sort of outline, you know. Yes. So anyway, so I was saying, so getting back into the whole thing with like the extended range, you know, like I put it into like a standard tuning, you know, EAD here, EAD G B E again, but this is just tuned to B, which puts that as C. That puts that as C below C, yeah, C below C major. So that means I can. That means that like, if I know my octaves from C. can do like 3 octave scales quite easily. I mean, yes, you can do all the stuff if you want to do, but it gives you that option of like the you know, like I say, like 3 octave scales, 3 octave arpeggios, and so on. I mean, when I was younger, I mean, I used to be quite a big Steve Vai fan, and of course, you know about the whole Passion and Warfare thing with that Universe guitar, which was a 7-string, which a lot of these are patterned after. But it just kind of gives you that range. Like I say, one of the other issues, one of the problems I've got with it though, it's not as versatile as it could be, because you can't tap these pickups. There's no tone put on it either. I mean, but yeah, bridge pickup sounds okay. Yep. Okay, so put that one aside, and then we move on to this beastie, which yeah, I only got this one last week actually. Right, so yeah, to this one, this is a Schecter 8-string. I think they call it Evil Twin, something like that, but I've never really understood all that sort of evil, you know. This, I mean, Schecter, they make great guitars, you know, the build quality is brilliant, but there's this propensity for, like, you know, doom, Satanism and evil, and I don't really get it. So what we need to do is try and lift it out of that. You know, get music back to being about, you know, like positivity, you know, and expression, and but you know, like the main thing with the 8-string is that you've got that got extra depth. So let's see what we do. Get the amp back on. So. Right, so that's in B, that's F sharp, that's F sharp, that means that's G, A, so that puts our C here. So 1 octave, 2 octaves, 3 octaves. That gives us 4 octaves. So I can play, I should be able to play C major scales, well, should be able to play any, well, right, C major is maybe the starting point, but I should be able to play 4 octave scales, 4 octave arpeggios, and extensions without any trouble. That's something I won't be able to do on a 7 or a 6 string. So it should be lifting your game. Let's do the sound again. Right, so now the build quality. Obviously, this was a bit more expensive than the Ibanez. I traded stuff in to get it. So, but you know, it's the fact of like this neck. You know, it's like I don't know how many pieces that is. I think they're using carbon reinforcement rods in there as well. It's through neck. Ash body again, got locking tuners on this one, ebony fingerboard. It's got the fan frets, but the fact of like having the the 8th string means that like the fan frets on the fingerboard, they're a lot more comfortable. It feels a lot more natural when you're actually moving to like the different scale lengths, and you're not going to be spending that long, you know, that low, you know, in the low region, if you're actually just exploring the music properly. You know, you're only really going to be like using this lower range as like the bass, you know, like the bass notes and things like that. I mean, yeah, again, yes, you can like just hammer on like the low E and sorry, no, it's not low E, it's F sharp, isn't it? Or tune down even lower if you want to. But that's not me. That's not what I do. So you know, but the fact that you can do 4-octave scales or 4-octave arpeggios, that should give you a lot of options, you know, like in terms of what we can actually do. So just give me some sounds on this one. So yeah, so yeah, neck pickup again. Now this one's got Fishman Fluence pickups on it, so we can actually. It has got a coil tap on it. Yeah. Certainly get a bit carried away with it now. And you can also like disengage the active circuit as well if you really wanted to. See if we get better. And so on and so on and so on. So by way of introduction, I think that's probably enough for today. But the good thing is, though, at the moment, you can pick these up sort of fairly reasonable. Depends on the actual quality that you're after. You know, I mean, obviously this one was a bit more expensive. I mean, new would have been about 1,600. I think it's saw it listed as 1,649 guitar. Not sure what that is in dollars. But what seems to be the thing is you know, there's been all that big craze for, you know, like gents and downtuned and, you know, all that sort of type of thing. So you know, you're getting like people going in and say, yeah, I'll explore extended range stuff, and then just only just like playing on like the low couple of strings, and then actually realising that some of these more proggy bands, you know, like Tesseract and Animals as Leaders and things like that, and Dream Theater, and you know, and all the rest of it, that you've actually got to put the hours in, that you've got to learn about your scales and your arpeggios and what have you. And then suddenly the fact you've got to put all that work in means that there's a bit more to it than just going on the low string. So so then these things are like, oh well, you know, I don't know what to do with it, and then I end up taking it back to the shop. The shop's got a load of these things in that they can't shift, and there you go. But if you've got that, if you've got a sense of imagination, you know, if you like sort of progressive music anyway, then I think now's the time to, you know, to snap up some of these things. And yeah, okay, so yeah, I think I'm probably going to leave it there. There's perhaps one more thing, like Columba, just one more thing. Yeah, so I just quickly want to show you something else I've been experimenting with, which is synth pedals. Now, you know, things like Synth 9, or no, sorry, that's the String 9. Yeah, Synth 9. Where are we? String 9. Now, yeah, the only thing is that I didn't think the Fishman. I should actually do a separate video on this, but I'm just going to give you a little taster, because I will do a separate video on this. But I didn't think the Fluent Swans were all that good with the synth pedals. EMGs, I thought they were, because they're a lot clearer. So let's just put that one down. So yeah. So if I if I plug myself in here, yeah, turn it on, volume up again, and then suddenly you got. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to leave it for today, but that's a little teaser for the next video. So yeah, so if you enjoyed that, please let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time. Alright, thanks for watching.